Good morning and welcome to this press conference. Welcome to Commissioner Reinders, who will present to us the latest annual figures, latest annual report on the safety gate, keeping consumers safe from dangerous consumer products. Commissioner, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So it's become to be a tradition to explain the situation. And so good morning to all of you. And it's a pleasure to be with you today to present the annual findings for the safety gate. In fact, the EU rapid alert system for dangerous non-food products, because there are some other rules for the food products. A few weeks ago, on the 23rd of February, when we adopted the Commission's proposal on corporate sustainability due diligence, I underlined the consumer's will to shape tomorrow's transitions towards a greener and fairer digital world. In that context, it would come as no surprise that our way of consuming has increasingly shifted online over the past years. The way we buy products has also changed. Let's look at the past years. The COVID-19 pandemic, of course, has often kept at home, meaning that we as consumers have had to shop more online, buying products without seeing them beforehand. This reality has ultimately exposed us to increased risks of buying a product without being able to inspect it first. To prevent any unsafe products to end up in our hands, the safety gate was created. It is a remarkable example of European cooperation. 30 countries participate in the safety gate. All the EU member states, the 27, plus Iceland, Liechtenstein and Norway. National authorities are responsible for surveillance of the market. They take measures to ban or restrict the sale of dangerous products detected, stop them at the border, or order the recall of the dangerous product, and we insist more and more on the way to recall the products from the market. Via the safety gate, national authorities of the participating countries quickly circulate and share information. It helps them to identify dangerous products more easily in their national markets and take the necessary measures quicker too. This type of EU-wide instrument is of utmost importance to secure the well-functioning of the single market and the same level of protection for all EU consumers. We try to have an equal treatment, of course, of all the consumers with the same level of protection. But as the consumer's environment is changing, we need to make sure that we can also adapt our tools so that they can be fit for purpose. In that context, the European Commission is also launching a new tool for national authorities, the Surveillance Web Crawler. This tool will make it easier for national authorities to track down online offers of dangerous products already notified in the safety gate and to identify their providers. This tool uses key data from alerts with a very high level of accuracy and therefore offers a better performance compared to previous tools. So it will be a better enforcement, in fact, of what we are doing with the safety gate, a better capacity to implement all the different alerts that we have with concrete measures to protect the consumers. Venons-en maintenant aux résultats de cette édition du Safety Gate. Cette année, 2142 alertes ont été diffusées, ce qui a mené à 4965 actions de suivi de la part des autorités nationales. Ce nombre important d'alertes est le fruit d'une bonne coopération, aussi bien entre la Commission et les autorités nationales qu'avec certaines parties prenantes, les plateformes en ligne, les partenaires internationaux tels que des agences des Nations Unies ou l'OCDE, mais aussi les autorités de surveillance de la sécurité des produits aux États-Unis, au Canada ou en Chine. Sur le volet de la coopération avec les États-Unis, nous sommes convenus avec Alexander Hunsarik le président de la Commission américaine en charge de la sécurité des produits de consommation, de porter notre coopération, qui est déjà solide et durable, à un niveau supérieur. La croissance du commerce en ligne et l'expansion de nouvelles technologies, deux tendances accentuées pendant la pandémie du Covid-19, présentent de nombreux risques de sécurité des produits pour les consommateurs, tant dans l'Union européenne qu'aux États-Unis. Ces risques ont aussi démontré la nécessité de protéger plus particulièrement certains groupes de consommateurs vulnérables. On peut penser aux enfants ou aux personnes âgées. Et donc, unir nos forces face à ces défis communs est essentiel pour protéger les consommateurs des deux côtés de l'Atlantique et plus largement, globalement, à travers l'ensemble du monde. Nous avons récemment conclu un accord similaire avec Lina Khan, la présidente de la Federal Trade Commission. Et aujourd'hui, je suis donc heureux d'annoncer la mise en place d'un deuxième dialogue informel sur les consommateurs entre autorités européennes et américaines. J'avais lancé cette idée lors des visites à Washington l'année dernière et progressivement, nous avons donc mis en place cette façon de dialoguer avec chacune des agences américaines chargées d'une partie de la politique des consommateurs. Et c'est la deuxième annonce déjà en la matière. En ce qui concerne la Chine que je citais, la coopération est établie depuis 2006 et a ensuite été renforcée en 2019 par le biais d'un programme d'échange d'informations ciblées sur les produits dangereux. Cela a beaucoup contribué à rendre notre travail avec les autorités chinoises plus efficace et nous suivons évidemment le résultat jour après jour et on voit effectivement les effets de cet échange d'informations. Pour en revenir aux résultats du Safety Gate cette année, nous avons constaté une augmentation des alertes sur les véhicules à moteur qui se placent en première position des objets signalés dans le Safety Gate au sein de l'Union européenne. En deuxième position, et ce n'est pas surprenant, viennent les alertes relatives aux jouets pour enfants. Et je suis ravi d'ailleurs que le Safety Gate continue à être particulièrement efficace sur ce volet. Les enfants sont en effet très vulnérables face à un jouet qui n'est pas bien construit ou pas bien réfléchi. Le risque est beaucoup plus important que pour un adulte et en ce qui concerne les alertes sur les produits présentant un risque pour l'environnement, elles ont doublé par rapport à l'année dernière. Enfin, nous constatons toujours un nombre important d'alertes relatives à des produits destinés à protéger contre les infections liées au Covid-19, principalement des masques, qui représente cette année 6% du total des alertes, soit parce qu'ils ne protègent pas ou ne protègent pas bien ou ne correspondent pas aux annonces qui sont faites. Now I will show you some examples like last year of products we moved from the market and published on SafetyGate. As I mentioned, many products for children feature here. Vigilance in this market is essential because we try to pay attention to the vulnerable people, and I said the children are a very large part of the vulnerable people, and it's the reason why we are also working with our US colleagues about such a category of vulnerable people. And first is from Belgium. I will show the first one, I'm sure. This soft toy stork, so une cigogne, in French, so a stork, and the eyes that you see here of such a stork can easily become detached. So it's possible to take off the eyes, and a small child could shoo them off or put them in their mouths and, of course, choke on them. So it's not new. Every year we have some kind of toy with a real risk for the children. It seems to be without any risk, and it's the reason why in the discussion with the European Parliament we try to say that it's very important to reinforce the product safety for all the products and maybe not to try to say that they are risky products or not before to start the process, because if you look at that, it's not evident that there is a risk. It's only if you see that it's possible to detach the eyes that it's become to be dangerous. Also from Belgium we have another toy there, I'm sure. This time a toy drum, so it's possible to play music with them. But some part inside that you may see here maybe also can be easily detached also from the toy. And a child, again, could put them in their mouths and choke. So it's the same reasons why we consider that it's very dangerous, because we have a lot of small part of the toy that is possible to detach from this and to put in the mouths. And again, for vulnerable people like children, it's a very dangerous product too. Then we will follow maybe the list from Hungary. It's another kind of product, a child night light. So it's quite very easy to understand, because you see on the other side it's detached. The lamp is attractive for the children because it's a toy and it's possible to have a light during the night. But however, the flat plug is smaller than required for the safety. As a result, live paths are accessible, and this could lead to an electric shock. And with this one, it's very clear because it's without any link with the toy. And the lamp could cause burns or catch fire while it's used. So that is more with an electric shock that you have a real risk for the children. Then from Poland, another one, a telephone. So it's also a toy for small children. And this toy makes a sound. I don't know if we have here, maybe not. We'll make a demonstration in a technical briefing of the sound, because this toy makes a sound, but the level is too high. So it's maybe not the moment to do that, which could lead to permanent or partial hearing loss for the children. So it's also a reason why, with a possible injury for the children, that we put that on the safety gate, and we ask to the member states, of course, to take initiatives. And then finally, maybe a last one from Sweden, a kettle, you see here. So it seems to be without any problem, but the product has various defects. The plastic material of the product contains short-chain chlorinated paraffins and dangerous plasticizers. We have also chemicals products in the fabrication that they are dangerous for the user, and those chemical substances can be a risk to the environment, of course, and be harmful to human health. And so it's also a reason why we try to put that off of the market. And these products did not meet the health and safety requirements and pose a risk to consumers and the environment. So again, these products are no longer on the market. And so you see different examples for the children, but also for the adults. And the consequence of the alert on the safety gates is to ask to all the member states, from one alert coming from Belgium, Sweden, Poland or Hungary, to organize the withdrawing of the product from the market everywhere in Europe, or to recall and to organize the recall of the product if it's needed through the producer. I want just to turn now to another aspect of the consumer safety, the EU Product Safety Pledge, just to say that a series of commitments made by online marketplace was signed up to cooperate with member states' authorities and quickly remove dangerous products from their platform. It was an important voluntary commitment from platforms, and by signing the pledge, online companies undertake to check that products registered in SafetyGate are not for sale on their website, and commit to act quickly when national authorities signal any new dangerous product to them, which should be taken down. There are 11 major online marketplaces that have already signed the pledge, and the 6th progress report on the implementation of the Product Safety Pledge has now just been published and reflects the strong commitment of all parties to further improve this cooperation to prevent even more banned products to be sold online. And on this note, I strongly encourage, of course, other platforms to take part and to join the safety pledge, to go faster in the rate, again, to put all those products out of the market and certainly out of the website. Discussions are running now with signatories of the pledge and stakeholders on how to move the cooperation forward and to consider discussing when commitments in other areas of consumer law. And maybe a last word about the GPSR or support to consumer does not end here with the safety gate and with the voluntary pledge. As announced in the new consumer agenda, the Commission has proposed the General Product Safety Regulation. The context for this was the revision and modernization of the current General Product Safety Framework. The proposal addresses risks related to new technology products, such as cybersecurity risks, and to online shopping by introducing product safety rules for online marketplaces. It will ensure that all products reaching EU consumers through online marketplace or from neighborhood shops are safe, whether they come from within the EU or from outside. And the proposal is now being discussed by the co-legislators. Of course, with the agreement on the DSA, it's become to be easier to go more in depth about the consumer situation and about the General Product Safety Regulation that we have put on the table, because the DSA is an horizontal approach and we are going more in depth in a vertical approach about the product safety with the GPSA. And I would like to take the opportunity of today's presentation, of course, to encourage authorities to continue working together to protect consumers. We are in discussion with the Council and the Parliament, of course, about such a kind of new regulation. And today's results have once again shown the importance of the action for the protection of EU consumers and to continue to protect consumers. Of course, I'm at your disposal to answer to your questions if you have. It was planned to organize the presentation some time ago, so we have changed the schedules. We are doing that later, maybe this year, due to the beginning of the violent aggression of Russia in Ukraine. And so it was not maybe the moment at the beginning of the war to present the results, but it's time to do that today.
Thank you very much, Commissioner, for this very interesting presentation, which has become a good tradition by now. Let me see if we have any questions on this today. I see someone is... No. Okay. That doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, no, there's a question. Natalia has raised her hand. Natalia, please. Natalia, something's wrong with your mic source.
Hello, do you hear me?
Now we can hear you, yes.
Yeah, I have a question that is not related with today's presentation.
We did not cut you off.
Hello?
Yes? Okay, no, go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, Natalia, it's okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I have a question, but it's not related to the press conference of today, so I can wait until the end or whatever. But it's just that I wanted to ask another thing.
It's okay, Natalia. As we don't have other hands raised at the moment, go ahead, please.
Okay, good. So I basically wanted to ask Commissioner Reinders about the meeting in December with the organization Societat Civil Catalana. I wanted to ask how come Commissioner Reinders met with this organization if they were not in the transparency register. They actually registered like a month later. And I wanted to know basically because the Code of Conduct of the European Commission says that commissioners shall only meet with organizations that are registered in this platform. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you. I've seen the question many times, but the reaction is all the time the same. We have received a request from members of the European Parliament, and so I receive a member of the European Parliament with some people coming together, and it's the reason why we have organized such a meeting. If there is a request coming from the Parliament, it's so logical that we are moving on this.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, I think that's it for today. Your presentation was indeed very clear. Thank everyone for participating and have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.